welcome back to another video, guys. In this video, we're gonna be doing my most exciting part of every card show, where we get to go over the numbers and see how it went. Obviously, the hobby is in a craze right now. It still is. I don't know how long it will be like this. Obviously, things will begin to settle down eventually, but who knows how long it will last. But in this video, we're going to obviously go over the card show, my pickups, some of the numbers, what my percentage is on all of that. Also, like I said, we'll update you on how things have been so far. So without further ado, let's go ahead and flip this camera around and look at the pickups. All right, so in no particular order, we will go through the raw cards. Starting off, we've got the Tatsugiri, Gardevoir EX from Paldean Fates, Melodic EX from Surging Sparks. I really like that card, it's a beautiful card. Slowking and another Slowking going to Riley's binder. Pretty cool cards there. Super banged up though, condition wise. Like this one's gotten creased. I mean, maybe not super banged up, you know, by some people's definition, but definitely not worth grading either of those. Electivire from 2007, cool holo there. Meowscarada EX from Paldea Evolved. Pikachu V from is that Astral Radiance or Brilliant Stars. Charizard EX Gold from Obsidian Flames. The Latios, beautiful Japanese Latios there. And the English Latios, why not show that off as well. And Radiant Charizard, Latios EX, Steelix, Chimicho, whatever that guy's name is, Charmander, Paldean Fates, Shiny, Baby Shiny, Dragonite EX, really cool gold card, older gold card there. Lugia V-Star Gold, Koraidon EX, Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown. Just a ton of really awesome cards, guys. I mean, super cool. This is weird. It's like attached to the Iono Deerling, the Iono sealed cellophane pack. I think there's like 3 other Iono cards behind that. Lucario, I think we just got that one for free actually. Another Gardevoir EX, Riolu. Ooh, so these ones were pretty cool actually. So these are from World Championships 2010. By the way, that's the style for that card. Yeah, so these, I really couldn't find much information on. This is like a $20 to $30 card raw. Of just the regular Gardevoir Level X, the holo, and then this one's maybe like $2 or $3, but I couldn't find any sales for the World Championship versions, so be curious to see how much these are worth. Both fairly good centering, not fantastic condition though. There's some edge wear on the front and back of both of those, but really cool cards. Maybe I could definitely see the Gardevoir being something collectible for the myriads of Gardevoir fans out there. Houndoom Gold from Darkness Ablaze, or sorry, Battle Styles. Pikachu from 151. A Hisuian Samurott V-Star. Charizard V. Charizard EX. Iono. Charizard V from Brilliant Stars. Another Iono from Paldean Fates. Rayquaza VMAX from Evolving Skies. Metagross Delta species. Is that the holo? Interesting thing about the holo on these is it actually is on the border as well as the card itself. Lycia's Appeal, Surging Sparks, Blastoise GX, really cool Blastoise there. Blood Moon Ursaluna EX from Twilight, Pidgeot EX from Obsidian Flames, Dragonair from 151, Kangaskhan EX from 151. So, some of the more expensive ones here, we're going to hit a pricey patch. So we got the Snorlax Pokemon Center stamp. This one goes for about $100, I believe. You know, in fairly good condition. I don't think it's going to get a 10, which means that it's probably not worth grading, especially with promo cards. So, unfortunate, but still really cool raw copy just to have. Giratina V, alright, there it is. Man, this is my first time actually having this card, and it looks just as beautiful as the video and pictures that I've seen. Really awesome texturing on this card. Super off-centered. I mean, not to the point where it's like an error, but it's just pretty off-centered. So definitely wouldn't say this is more than a PSA 8 just based off of the centering. Otherwise, though, pretty good like condition on the back. You know, that's nice, but just really off-centered for that one. Still a really cool card, though. Great binder copy if you guys are looking for a binder copy. Charizard from Evolutions. Mew EX. Man, this one has gone up and up and up. Absolutely insane. And yeah, check that out. Beautiful, beautiful card there. Another one that looks really in solid condition, actually. I do not see too much going on. Maybe something in the bottom left. It's kind of hard to tell on video, but really well centered, and could be another, you know, binder copy type deal, or maybe send it off, get it graded, submit it a couple times. You know, PSA 1 out of 10 times you'll probably get a 10. Not gonna lie. Saraluge from Terrestrial Festival. Looking forward to Prismatic coming out soon. Mewtwo from Base Set 2. Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks. Pikachu V from Lost Origins. Mega Charizard EX. Dragapult EX from Terrestrial Festival. Another Charizard EX. Another Mega Charizard EX. Legendary Collection Charizard. And another Charizard EX. Tons of Charizards. Starting off, we've got the Celebrations Mew in a Gem Mint 10. Good to see that card. I actually had one of those graded, and it came back a 9, unfortunately, but really cool that we got that one in a 10. Kangaskhan Hollow from Jungle. This is a PSA 8. We've got the Machamp First Edition Shadowless. I believe that all these Machamps are First Editions. I don't think all of them are Shadowless. There's some that are not Shadowless. And this one is worth a decent bit more, even in a 7. Just because it's Shadowless, which is cool. This one is awesome. Slowking 6. I just really like the hollow pattern on these Neo Genesis cards, and look at the swirl, like super phenomenal swirl. I'll have to ask Riley if she wants that one. Maybe not too valuable either, so might be a cool one to add to the collection. Another Evolutions Charizard. This one in a PSA 8 this time. Got the Venusaur from Celebrations, PSA 10. Alright, some CGC slabs. We got Pristine 10, Lucario and Memetal GX. Really cool. This one is a conversation piece. I'm really interested to see your guys' reactions to the video of this, because I just really didn't know how to value this. You know, it's a misalignment, so you'll see perfectly centered on the back, and then you've got this on the front. So it's a misalignment from Brilliant Stars with the Weavile. You know, not like an incredibly popular Pokemon to have, not an incredibly rare card, you know, as in the Weavile, but the misalignment is rare. I've never seen this before. Really cool conversation piece. I'd love to see your guys' reaction of the video where I just talk to the guy and I'm just like, listen, I don't know what I'm comfortable paying for it. I don't know what I could get for it. Base set Magikarp, Gem Mint 10. Machamp, Gem Mint 10. An 8.5 Galarian Moltres. I think that's not worth too much. Radiant Greninja, Japanese Battle Region. This is a Pristine 10 of the blue labels, which I do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that these blue label Pristine 10s are harder to get than these Pristine 10s. I might be thinking of the Perfect 10s though. But either way, still cool to get it in a blue label, because you just can't get those anymore. So that's pretty cool. Back to PSA, we've got an Espeon Crossing the Ruins, or Neo 2. There's multiple names for this one for some reason. But PSA 9 had one of these in a 10 at one point, and this one does look really good. I'm not sure, you know, probably after looking at it closer, I'd probably see some issues. Maybe a little surface wear, but maybe that'll clean off. Who knows? Maybe, I mean, definitely worth a lot more in a 10, that is for sure. This is a really cool Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse, I believe. Tag team card, really cool. 143A of the Togepi, and look at all the Master Balls and Pokeballs, all those. It's really cool artwork, I like that. PSA 8 for the Rocket Moltres Holo. And lastly, we've got the Nidoking from base set 2 and a PSA 8. All right, so we got to look at the pickups, and now we get to look at the numbers. So I made quite the fancy template here. You can see the different colors and the breakdowns and kind of the 3 separate categories that things usually end up in. And so I divided those up by cost, earn, and trades or bot. So pretty much the cost obviously being what we spent to actually be there, you know, how much it's costing us to be there, and also the average cost of what we're selling. Earn is basically what we earned. It's literally just how much money we made right then and there that day. Trades and bot is a little more interesting because that is where things are a little bit more of estimates than they are exact prices, because obviously I haven't liquidated those assets already. I still have those items, and you already got to see all of those. There was actually one slab that I left out. It was only worth about 25 bucks, and I just accidentally forgot to put it in that recording part. I think it was like a Charizard CGC slab, but it was only worth like 25 bucks, so not gonna make a big difference in this. So let's go ahead and start with cost. So cost totaled to $370, $200 round trip for gas from, it was a round trip, actually was about 8 hours. One way was 4 hours to San Francisco from where we were staying with family, and then back. And you know, gas is a little bit more pricey in California, so I estimated it was about $200. Table, we ended up spending 170 bucks, which was a lot for one singular table. Fortunately, we ended up actually getting 2 tables out of the deal, which was pretty cool. Our neighbor either never showed up or the table was not sold next to us, so that was pretty cool. We got 2 tables for the price of one. And we didn't stay at a hotel, so there was no cost there. Compared to if you've watched some of our previous, numbers, you'll see that kind of I fluctuate, what my price is average per item. Sometimes I'll say about 65%, sometimes I'll say 60%. And honestly, considering how the market has been and how it was during this show, kind of like starting to really boom, because Terrestrial Festival had just come out. Prismatic was kind of starting to become like insanity. And so I feel like 60% is very conservative for this show. So keep that in mind for these numbers, that these are all mostly estimates, and I could have done a little bit better, or maybe I did a little bit worse in certain areas. But in this case, I think it's probably going to be a wash, and what I am guesstimating is pretty accurate. So, earn, the fun part. So, how much did we sell at the card show? So, $2,000 was how much we did in digital currencies, and $3,249 is how much we did in cash. So that comes out to $5,249. Absolutely insane. And if you guys have seen some of the clips from the card show so far via shorts or our full-length videos, it was absolutely insane. This was a huge step up compared to the card shows that we've done locally. I would say we talked to like 5 times the amount of people. We did 5x the amount of deals. The deals that we were doing were, mostly, I would say we were doing above like $100 deals. And also we did several $500 plus deals. So that was a big step up, considering I think the biggest deals we had done at our previous shows were like the Lugia trade, which was like $200, or talking about like the 151 UPC. Those were our biggest deals from the last 2 shows that we had done. So this was like literally like a 250% increase of what we did and also the amount of work that we had to put into it, because it was exhausting. We did not take one single break, guys, from literally waking up at 4:30 in the morning, driving 4 hours, setting up the show, didn't take a lunch, didn't take a break, snacked like for literally 5 seconds. We snacked here and there when it kind of slowed down, but really it was constant go, go, go. And, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It was a ton of fun and we made a lot of money, but it's a lot of work, guys. This is a lot of work, not to mention all of the work before this, pricing things and just making sure that we have, a nice variety of inventory, like, and buying all the different stuff that I have. It's a lot of work. But that's what we did in cash. So 5,249. Then we go down to trades and bot. We did a little bit more with trades and bot. And obviously, it's kind of like interesting. Like, okay, obviously I still have a lot of it. You can see right here, I have 4,875 of it still. And I'm guesstimating that I sold and like bought something and then turned around and sold it about $1,000. I don't know, like 100%. But just off of memory, I know we had a Rayquaza VMAX Alt Art from Evolving Skies. We also had a Glaceon V-Star from Crown Zenith. Those were just 2 cards that we bought those, and then within like minutes we had sold them. Like within 1 to 5 minutes we had sold them. And I think there was a couple other raw cards, but I'm just guesstimating about $1,000 is what we did during the actual show. Yeah, so that boils down to $5,875. If we add both of those numbers and then we minus cost, so earn and trade minus cost is $10,754. Wow, that's a big number. That is crazy. Yeah, I cannot believe that we did that much. We bought that much and traded that much. But you guys see how the market is right now. So the final number here, guys, try and keep it a little bit brief, is estimated profit. So that's basically factoring in our 60% average. And like I said, that's pretty conservative for where the market has been. And I feel like, what I still have, $4,875, if I were to do all the numbers on those cards again, I would probably put it closer to like 6,000 in today's market. Not to mention all of the cards that I'm going to send off for grading. I was able to fortunately secure the $14.99 per card price. So that's, $2 per card on 140 cards. It's not bad, I'm saving like almost $300. So I'm glad I locked in that price. I'm sending a bunch of cards off for grading, so that'll be a fun video to make going forward. So my estimated profit is $4,302. But like I said, I feel like it's going to be a little bit higher than that. I would probably, I'm being conservative with this number. That's all I'll say. I'm being conservative. I think we probably did even better than that, but just really cool that like you get to do all this work. It's a labor of love, and you get to see that like, hey, here we are. We're actually making money, having fun, doing something that we enjoy. So to kind of update you guys on how things are going, well, first off, you might have noticed that behind me, things are kind of a little bit chaotic, and also I don't have my posters up anymore. And the reason for that is we're actually getting ready to move in a month from now. So we'll be moving. That will be quite an ordeal, especially with obviously all of the inventory and the website. It shouldn't be too bad, but just in general, moving is a hassle and there's a lot of work that goes along with it. And obviously, making sure that this place is clean before we leave it and lock everything up, and then, moving everything and unboxing everything at the new place. It's just going to be a hassle. We're not moving far though, so that is one nice part. We're not moving 16 hours away this time. We're actually only moving probably 10 to 15 minutes away from here. So not too bad at all. But yeah, so that is kind of what is going on right now. And as for how we've been doing, so obviously the card show really helped a lot. Like, in general, doing the card shows helps significantly. You know, usually we're able to kind of sell through a lot of inventory all at once versus, you know, on the website, I'll list things, I'll send a few newsletters, I maybe put out a discount code. You know, things might stay on the website for a week to, you know, 3 weeks or a month or even a couple months sometimes. So, you know, obviously those are all things to factor in. But the card show really helps because you just sell through product and you're able to do all the numbers like we've done. So obviously another factor is to the market. It's been up, and you know, I've looked at my inventory, and every single week that goes by, I feel like a card that I bought the previous week or you know, sealed product that I've had has gone up significantly. And I mean, stuff that I've had on the website for even, you know, several months, like sold instantly when the boom started because I had it on there for a really good price for how much things have gone up. And so if you guys do want to get product for an affordable price, I can't stay on top of the market. I can't stay on top of prices. Many of the cards that are on my website right now, they go up, you know, they have gone up. So maybe what I priced it at a week or a month ago, the market's up 20%. And also you can use code CATCH10 for 10% off all inventory on the website, unless it is over $1,000. But yeah, so if you guys are looking for a good deal, go check out the website. It really supports me and my wife. And so yeah, so the market has really helped out a lot. Like if I was ever to pick a time to like take the leap and quit and do this, like now is a really good time just because of, you know, how much more of a margin I'm able to make on the product that we have. And then we have another card show in March and another card show that's going to be in April. And then I believe another one coming up the month after that. So we have a lot of card shows lined up for spring, summertime, and I'm going to be putting those on the website as well for our upcoming card shows section. So go check that out if you guys want to come to a show and see us and talk to us, maybe make a deal. Things are working out pretty good though right now, and I'm staying pretty busy. I definitely want to put more effort into editing, and I do feel like, you know, I'm not fantastic at editing. You know, obviously you guys can see that. Like most of my editing is pretty bare bones. You know, I'm just trying to like show you what is relevant, and that's pretty much it. Like I'm not flashing things in the screen and like, bam, making things explode. But maybe for that one part, I will make things explode just because it'd be funny. Comedic timing. I do like comedic timing. But yeah, you know, I'm not fantastic at editing or anything, so like I do want to put more time into editing, but there's kind of like a cap, you know, like I kind of hit my cap of what my knowledge is for, you know, different editing stuff. I'm definitely, you know, nowhere near like people like Oyama. He's got really fantastic editing, and maybe I should contact him and get some tricks because his editing is always top notch. I would kind of compare myself more to like, you know, not to throw anyone under the bus or anything, but like I would compare myself more to like Danny Phantom with like my editing, which is like nearly non-existent. Like I feel like Danny, like he pretty much does like for the number videos, he obviously has like, you know, it's showing the numbers on screen and like the average and like, you know, so like I do want to put more effort into the videos though, since I have more time, but I obviously need to learn more. And so anyways, I really appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you in the next one.